This summer, we had some very enjoyable animes. From the continuation of one of my favorite slice of life, Kobayashi Dragon Maid, and my top 3 isekai, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, to new ones like Bokutachi no Remake and my favorite of this season, The Duke of Death and his mate. It was not the best season ever, but a very fulfilling one to say the least. But what I still can't believe is how is this anime so underrated. The Idaten deities, No Only Peace, is the depiction of gods in modern era. The anime is in the point of view of Idatens, responsible for looking after the well-being of Earth and humanity. However, these gods are not omniscient. They are oblivious to the concept of with great power comes great responsibility. I said they are the protectors of humanity, but it's kind of not true as well. They care about humans as a collective scale and not on the individual scale. Death of 10 or 100 humans is none of their concern, but wiping off the race of humanity is concerning to them. It can be compared to us humans, how we view at ants. Death of 1-2 ants give us no emotion. In their eyes, the only entity that are a threat to humans are demons. 800 years before the main time, demons were running rampant on Earth, killing Idatens and humans alike. So, in order to protect Earth, Idatens of that time sacrificed their life to seal those demons. After the sacrifice, for 800 years, there were no signs of demons and peace was maintained in Earth. All demons and Idatens died off, leaving only humans to prosper and to be at the top of the food chain. However, the Idaten decided not to sacrifice the leader's granddaughter, Rin. All Idatens died off, leaving only Rin behind. At first, being alone really made her paranoid, but if you are isolated for centuries, your fear would disappear one by one. Rin, after 800 years, becomes a monster. She is the strongest Idaten amongst the new generation, the definition of omnipotent and all-powerful being. But she is kind of dumb and her character is to make the fish do the talking. However, inside, she is still the weak-spirited girl that is unsure of the path she must walk over. Prontia is probably the only Idaten capable of holding a fight against Rin. He was the first reincarnated Idaten after the sacrifice. He was reincarnated roughly 200 years before the main storyline. He is a very carefree character. He is not a fish guy like Rin, but he isn't the smartest one of the bunch as well. He is always found exploring Idaten limits through the knowledge he has gained. Basically, he tries his best to push the limits of Idatens through experiments with himself. The second reincarnated one is Yeasley-kun. Currently, he is the most logical and smartest Idaten. He is the weakest amongst the Idatens, but what he lacks in power, he covers with his wit. Him and Prontia are the only Idatens capable of using technology, which if you have watched Dr. Stone, you know how important a phone or any communication device is in a war. One fight I really liked is of Yeasley-kun against Pisala Taiso. The way he won was both smart and sexy. Up next is Hayato, our main character. Hayato is probably the most generic character in this show. He is a brainless and tough Idaten that only cares about being strong. He was reincarnated 80 years ago and has a goal of beating Rin in a 1v1 fight. Lastly, the two left Idatens are the latest addition, Paula, reincarnated about 16 years ago, and the sister, reincarnated in the latest arc. The two are not the strongest or the smartest, they are like children that have many potentials to be unlocked. Villains in this show are pretty interesting as well. Demons before the sacrifice were brutes that only killed to conquer. They did not have any intelligence. What made them threatening were their sheer numbers. But through the guidance of their demon lord, Obami, demons in the new generation have intelligence. In the new generation, the position of demons is completely flipped. They don't have numbers, but they got intelligence as their weapon now. All demons have a unique way of fighting, which makes every fight fresh and clean. The Demon Lord Obami is even more interesting because he has memories of Rin's grandfather. Previously, I have mentioned that Rin is still a kid in heart. When she found out about Obami memories, she broke down, incapable of even moving a finger. Demons are what make this so fun, and Miku is no exception. Miku is a lustful demon that is an ant in front of all Idateans, even from Paula. But she is a reminder of why brain always wins against brawn. Miku is very analytical to the point that she has plans even for the unforeseeable future. Upon a glance at the face of a person, she can predict their next move. Truly a beast when it comes to strategic warfare. Honestly, without Miku, this show would be very boring because there wouldn't be any competition for Idateans. The characters are cool and have their own place, but the animators do such a great job at expressing them. MAPPA always does an exceptional job at animations, and this show is no exception. Each frame of the anime was handled so well, and the color and scene change look very clean, which is quite difficult to pull off. As much as like the animation of Idaten, what sold this show for me is how it handles dark subjects of our society. As previously mentioned, this show is in the POV of Idatens, the god of earth. Due to this very reason, the dark themes are handled so casually. It's like it's normal for people to do those nasty things. You got pedophiles, rape, cheating, deceiving, smuggling, murdering, everything bad in society. I really like how it is handled because it makes perfect sense in this story. As said before, Idatens are only concerned over the whole race of humans, so these few things will not make them feel certain emotions like pain, grief or sadness. Some Idatens might be against that, but most Idatens are usually indifferent. I really want to see what's going to happen from season 1 ending of the show. It still baffles me that this show was underrated. I had zero complaints with this show. I really wish you give this anime a try. What I really wish from this anime is for each Idaten to have something that they really care and die for. Currently, they don't really have a drive that make them go plus ultra. I'm hella anticipating season 2 after watching season 1. This is pretty much all the things I want to say to you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Dungeon signing out.